the higher self works. You gotta know that the whole thing with following media and all of this stuff is kind of fake, because it was designed to keep you away from your higher self, your higher abilities. And your higher self always connects to the planet of Saturn, for Capricorns, because the Capricorn is highly connected to the Saturn energy, and it goes like that with every single zodiac. So you just really got to understand that your higher self is being blocked. It's being blocked, basically. The higher self, every single zodiac has a planet that is control of their whole lives, and this new blood moon, the wolf blood moon, January 2019, was the trigger for the apocalypse, the awakening. A lot of Christian propaganda is going on about how this blood moon triggers the end of the world. Well, that's all propaganda. The real reason why they're saying this is because it was the blood moon of Capricorn. The blood moon of Capricorn, the age of Aquarius. It started a few years ago with, the legacy of the song Age of Aquarius, where it was really in that house. Well, it led up to the Capricorn blood moon, which is why a whole bunch of Catholic and political and, a whole bunch of propaganda saying that this blood moon is the trigger for the end of the world. But in reality, all the ancient Egyptian proverb was, all will be revealed in the end. And all that got revealed in the end was that Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, has their own blood moon, and this is currently awakening the Capricorn throughout the world. That's why everybody's getting into pagan witchcraft. That's what is the defining moment of the Age of Aquarius, is when everybody gives up on the old religions and starts going back to the pagan eras, the Hindu eras, the Buddhist era, The entire trigger for the awakening is that yourself is the low seed. Yourself is the low seed, and the planet that rules, or whatever you want to believe. There's so many variations on that fact, but the higher self is the higher chakra, and it goes down to the 7th chakra, and then everybody starts realizing that they are gods. They are literal gods. There's a book by Drunvalo Melchizedek I really do want to reference here. Drunvalo Melchizedek wrote a book called The Serpent of Light, which is the reawakening of Gaia. Why it's so important is that the new spiritual age is talking a lot about the Merkaba. Ka and Ba are the Egyptian words for body and spirit. Mer, among many, many, many translations, means earth, Gaia, which is earth and Gaia, one. Then there's light, which is one of the big translations in New Age spirituality, but there's also serpent. Mer means serpent. And in a different language, it also means light. It also means earth. It also means a form of grounding with earth. It's very important to think about when you think of the Merkaba, which is the light transport. In different languages, it means light, but in other languages, it means serpent. And in order to understand the spiritual awakening, there's this leader named Drunvalo Melchizedek. He wrote a book called The Serpent of Light, reawakening the feminine kundalini of Earth itself. Earth is, and science has been proving this more and more, that Earth is a living vessel. I highly recommend reading The Serpent of Light, because it's all connected. And that's the real awakening. Not just this pseudoscience you see at a spirit shop. No, it's all connected. Light is serpent. Because Mer is serpent, light, and Gaia. The feminine Shakti Kundalini awakening. And once this happens, we're going to change to more of a matriarchal society. Matriarchal is more pagan, more witchcraft, more shamanistic than the masculine, patriarchy. And we're going to go back to paganism. It's all connected. You just got to connect the stars. You know, the age of Aquarius. You got to connect the age of Aquarius all together to know what's really going on.